Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of the Brian Colletto Show, streaming to my LinkedIn and YouTube. And if you're listening to this later on Apple Podcasts, that platform as well. And as a reminder, this is not professional advice. This is simply lived experience, so please seek professionals where necessary. So, for this episode, this is going to be a little bit different. Um, there's not going to be a strict autism story this time. Um, I'm going to talk about the uh, Friday night storms that took place. So at about 6:30, our neighbor's tree fell into our yard right in front of my mom's car and on the siding of our house. Nothing, not mom's car or the siding of our house was damaged. So we're blessed in that regard. Uh, but it was scary. And personally, I'm still trying to clean up from the heavy winds that we had the night before the 4th of July. And this past Saturday, not even 24 hours after that evergreen tree fell into our yard, um, we had another round of heavy storms where we had to come downstairs into the room that I'm streaming from right now. And today, August 10th, 2016, we almost had another round. There were some spots in New Jersey that got storms, but not my area this time. But, I mean, was this really taxing on my autism brain? No, not really, because I know that sometimes these things happen. I'm aware enough about it from the news. I don't watch the news as much as some other people do, but I'm aware enough about it that I know it happens. So we just have to figure it out, figure out the next steps. And so that's personally me, but I do know that sometimes these things can rattle people on the autism spectrum because they get out of routine, or maybe they have to go somewhere else, evacuate, whatever the case may be. So, uh, but that's my update on that. If you didn't see my short form video, um, I did announce that I saw that I have 50 downloads on my podcast in less than 6 months that I've actually been making these live shows I do for you all into a podcast. And this stat, I don't know if it's applying to Apple Podcasts specifically, but I saw it on rss.com, which is where I take the audio part and put it on Apple Podcasts from that website. So I'm happy that I reached that total. And like my YouTube channel, I knew that it was possible, but I knew that it could be challenging because of my monotone voice and the fact that I sometimes have trouble keeping people's attention. And lastly, events from the past week. I really only attended one event that was National Night Out from my town in Edison. Not going for my workplace this time, although both my director and I were there. My director was representing the Kiwanis Club of our town, while I was simply an attendee. I think it worked out better that way. And it was great to connect with the community, even though I personally don't have children, and it's more of a families with younger children event than it is for adults. So, and then not an event I attended in person, but the Old Timers Day. I did a short form video about that. I'm going to go into a little bit of longer form here. So, at, I think probably towards the beginning of this season, I had said to my mom, I'm not sure if I'm going to want to watch the Old Timers Day this year because I was afraid that perhaps it would bring back uh, feelings of sadness seeing the old timers and knowing that my dad was not physically here anymore. But my mom encouraged me. She said, maybe it would be good for you to still watch it, though. And it was. There were no tears, no sadness. Plus, I also remembered that it's not just me mourning an important John in my life, but the Yankees as well, with the loss of John Sterling back in April. So, and both Johns would have had the same number for their age this year. My dad would have been 77. John Sterling would have been 88 on his birthday this year. And yeah, it was good to make memories watching the Old Timers Day festivities with my mom. And so, but yes, I used to watch that with my father about every year as an adult. And yeah, so, but, and I knew that he was with me in that sense. So that's what I have to say for this edition of my episode. As a friendly reminder, Brian Colletto, it's who I am. It's the way to find me on all the different platforms. And until the next time I come on, I send you all love, light, blessings, and peace. Take care.